just want to leave that right there.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
This is a family-friendly.
My mind
show.
was family friendly. You took it somewhere else.
So was mine.
Dude, I just kicked Roger.
Is Roger underneath there?
Sorry, Raj.
Nah, I'm not even gonna say that.
Don't say it.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
say
say it. But without further ado, we're gonna jump straight into this 5 reasons why Waco, Texas is the best place for young adults.
Number 5, it is affordable. Waco is perfect in the middle when it comes to, especially young adults. I'll be 27 next week. You're 27, so we are young adults. We have financial income, but we're not banking just yet. So we still need to be a little bit conscious of our funds. So it's a great place to. I don't know. You might be banking. You have like 20 jobs.
No, you said we have financial income.
We do.
As opposed to like what? Food income?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, just bouncing off that. Because it's a college town, you have tons of housing. So you literally can come into Waco if you're a young adult, if you're single especially, and just hop in at a student housing place. You don't have to be a student to live in these places. It's like $400, $500 a month, and some of them are all bills paid. So it's like totally affordable. Yeah, like totally different than Waco, or different than Dallas and Austin and Houston for sure. Going along with that, there's a lot of jobs like in Waco right now, and it's just like increasing really fast. Waco is definitely a city that's like on the rise. There's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of jobs being brought here. So much business is coming. Starting, I think, a lot of it started from the Magnolia, the whole Magnolia deal. Their network's coming out, which means there's tons of businesses. Like there's just constantly being all these buildings being built. Amazon is literally building a huge plant over here. Bottom line, there's a lot of jobs and a lot of opportunity coming to Waco, and now's the time to get in.
Do it. Number 3, it is the perfect size. You want to make fun of me for saying something about right size too, or should I let you just take over that too?
Size doesn't matter.
Number 3, it is the perfect size.
Waco is big enough to where you have pretty much everything that you can want. There's a lot of small towns in Texas that you have to drive 30, 40 minutes just to get to Walmart. Like we have Walmart, we have Target, we have Lowe's, Home Depot, we have the mall. It's not a great mall, but we have a mall. We have a lake, we have a river, we have a university, so you can go to like sporting events. There's so many, oh crap, that's things to do.
Yeah.
Frack.
Do you want to start over?
No, we're not starting over. But right size is basically, it's small enough to where you're not dealing with traffic and you can get everywhere in 15 minutes.
Well,
but big enough.
Traffic, 35. That's a whole.
Okay, that's construction. That's the one negative right now of Waco is construction. But like I said, it's small enough to where you can get around, and it's small enough to where you know people. If you go to a coffee shop, you'll run into people you know. But big enough to where if you don't want to see people, you can get away from them.
For sure, 100%.
That ties right into things to do. So let's just jump to that.
Things to do. Okay, so there's Topgolf coming in.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Topgolf coming in.
Heard about that a couple minutes ago.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Amazon is literally building a huge plant over here.
Amazon, and then we have Topgolf coming in. And not only Topgolf, it's a new form of Topgolf. It's not gonna be like the 3 levels that they normally have. They're trying this new.
Let's save that for things to do.
Fine.
What are some of the things we do? Oh, dancing.
We love to dance.
We love to go dancing.
And it snowed the other day here in Waco, Texas for the first time in a long time, like a ton of snow. Like we were living up north. We literally had 30 plus people, not just people, young adults.
Yeah.
Playing in the snow like a bunch of 12-year-olds. Giant snowball fight. We played football in the snow. Silas tackled a girl. Didn't think twice about it.
I didn't feel bad about it.
No regrets.
We all agreed beforehand that...
It's 2021. They fought for equal rights.
Equality, bro.
Yeah. All the same.
Equality when it comes to football, and everyone agrees on the rules. So
facts.
Number 1 reason to move to Waco, the people 100%
community.
I've lived in 5 states and 3 countries. I've moved around a lot. I've been in some of the most beautiful places in the world and been miserable, and been in some terrible places and been so happy, because it all depends on who you're with. Life, like where you live, to be just so much of how you will thrive is dependent on what people are around you. And Waco is filled with incredible people.
100%. Waco was never a place I thought I would live. I lived in Austin, born and raised there. I lived in Dallas, lived there for high school. Lived in Oklahoma, and I've lived in Germany. And all those places, there's good people, there's good things to do. There's all these things we just listed. You can find those anywhere. But the number one of what makes all these things worth it are the people. It's not about what you're doing, it's about who you're doing those things with.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I've learned recently that I'd much rather have, and you're similar, I'd rather have dinner with a great group of people than go around traveling the world by myself.
Yeah.
And that's been a huge eye opener for me since I've moved here to Waco.
Yeah. And just some examples of that. I mean, we have a community of people. Yeah, a lot of it is built off our church. So we go to church here in town called Highland Baptist Church. If you're from Waco and you don't have a community like we're talking about, this is a straight up invitation that you are so welcome to join our community.
I literally just jumped in. I went head first, and now you meet some people and you're like, okay, I can either vibe with them or not. It's not like you don't like them or not, but you figure out who you mesh well with just by going after it.
Yeah, just like don't be afraid to show up.
Yeah.
I literally have seen like 7 to 10 people just in the last like 6 months who showed up to events. Like we were doing something, I either put it on Instagram or sent it into like this big group message of people, and people would just show up, and then you'd be like, how do you who do you know here? And they'd be like, no one. I just saw the message and I came and showed up. And now those people are like rooted in the community, and they're inviting other people to join. Community is huge. People that just like not just are like, hey, let's like hang out and just like talk shallow. These are like people who are getting to know each other. Imagine if this is not you right now. I want to paint you a picture. Imagine having friends that know you deeply, like the things that you really struggle with, to where when you're really struggling, you can go to them and be like, hey, I need help. And they're like, we got you. Come hang out. We'll like talk this out. We'll pray for you. We'll just do life together. And that's what community is all about. It's about being known by people and knowing people. And Waco is just a city where this is happening all over the place. And it's just so life-giving. And CB can testify to this. I mean, I moved here a year and a half ago after I moved back from Italy. And it wasn't until like the beginning of 2020 that I really started getting plugged into a solid group of people. And then CB moved to Waco like 6 months later. And he's only been here now, 5 months now. But why don't you tell a little bit about your experience of coming here?
Yeah, moving to Waco, I wasn't expecting to be here very long, but the people have what made me stay. I was ready to like live in Dallas, maybe go live in the mountains and kind of go do my own thing, live the single life for a while and go travel the world. But then I got here, and like Silas said, you meet these people and you're able to dig to the root of what makes you tick, what makes you want to do what you want to do. And realizing like I want a place to call home. I want a place where I can fit in and not just go with the motions, not just go with the flow, but find a place where, hey, I'm struggling with this, and there's 5 other people who are struggling with the same thing. And the world tells us, hey, put on a brave face, be tough, go out there and have life figured out. But the gospel says like, no, like come to me. Jesus is here for the sick, and we are all sick, and we need to be saved by him. And the people around here are going through the same thing that we're all going through. It's like in school, everybody has the same question in class, but everybody's scared to raise their hand because they don't want to be wrong. Well, here, like everybody's raising their hand because like, hey, I'm struggling with this. And it was like, let's come together and figure out why we're struggling with this, what we can do to get out of it together.
Yeah, that's really good. That's so good. And it's the community I've seen here in the last year is just like continuing to explode with so many more people coming into it who originally were like, man, I've been here for like 2 years and I didn't have any friends, and now I have like all these friends. And it's just, I can see them just like the life coming into their faces. And we're doing, I mean, it's not just like, we don't just go to church. Church is not a building. Church is people.
The people.
And so like we'll dude, we literally like just have meals together all the time. We like hang out and do game nights. We will go and play volleyball. We will go for walks together. We'll we'll go to church together, and then
we'll dance together.
We'll go dancing. It's just like there's so many things that we do. We're just doing life together. And it's just like such a great thing. And then this is part of that community that is not even mentioned on there. But I'm going to say it right now. If you're a single young adult and you're looking for like a mate, a partner for life, like, man, Waco is an incredible place for that. This is a PSA for guys out there. There are so many incredible women in Waco who love Jesus, who are just like, they want to be asked out. And so, guys, just start asking girls out, all right? But don't do the bull crap like, I'm not that serious about it. Like, if you're going to ask them out to get to know them, but don't just, like, mess around with them. That's a whole different video.
Don't throw your hat in a ring if you'll never put a ring on her hand, KB.
Good word. But, yes, boom, 5 reasons plus that one extra why young adults will thrive in Waco, why this is the place to be. Quick video. Good. I liked it. We're going to do more stuff about these. Nah, I'm not even going to say that.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it.
And
all right. Hey, thanks for watching. I don't care if you subscribe or not. That's not the point of this video. Peace.
I got a plan. Stand up and act like a man. Don't play with that girl. Don't throw your hat in the ring if you'll never put a ring on her hand.